You fire up your diesel truck for a heavy day of hauling, but the engine is struggling to hold a steady idle. Your exhaust gas recirculation system completely stops functioning, and worst of all, your expensive diesel particulate filter is refusing to enter its self-cleaning regeneration cycle. That terrifying combination of emissions failures is exactly what happens when your engine computer throws a P02EA diagnostic trouble code, warning you that the diesel intake air flow position sensor circuit is sending an incredibly erratic or intermittent electrical signal. This crucial sensor is usually bolted right onto the intake manifold throttle body or positioned deep inside the main intake air stream, and its entire job is to calculate the exact volume of clean, freshly filtered oxygen being sucked into the engine cylinders. The powertrain control module desperately needs this precise airflow data, so it can perfectly balance the ratio of fresh air against the dirty exhaust gases being fed back into the engine by the EGR system. When the computer suddenly sees this voltage signal dropping out entirely, or randomly spiking up and down even for a split second, it completely loses its ability to manage the combustion temperatures, forcing it to immediately halt the critical particulate filters burn-off process to prevent a massive exhaust fire. Diagnosing an intermittent electrical failure can drive even seasoned mechanics crazy, because the problem loves to randomly disappear the second you open the hood. You have to start by aggressively inspecting the physical wiring harness leading up to the sensor. Because diesel engines produce incredibly harsh vibrations, it is extremely common for the plastic wire loom to chafe right through the wire insulation, causing bare copper to randomly short out against a hot metal engine bracket whenever you hit a bump in the road. You also need to unplug the main sensor connector and look for any crusty green corrosion that might be interrupting the sensitive 5-volt reference signal coming from the computer. Give the wires a good wiggle test while monitoring the live data on a diagnostic skin tool to see if you can force the voltage to drop out. If the wiring harness is completely pristine and your power and ground circuits test perfectly with a digital multimeter, the delicate internal electronics of the airflow sensor have likely vibrated themselves to death, and you will need to bolt on a replacement unit.